Cheers.
Boy.
Cheers, cheers, cheers. Yeah, we are on the first episode of Ian Teaches Jenna History.
You mean Jenna teaches Ian history?
Here we go. We'll edit that. That'll be the first edit of Jenna Teaches Ian History. What did I say? I said Ian Teaches Jenna?
Yeah.
See, that's just a natural thing for me.
Yeah, you're used to teaching me stuff.
Jenna Teaches Ian History, episode number 1, Cleopatra.
Yeah. Hi, guys. Man, it's nice to be back in like the podcasting world.
How sweet is that?
It's pretty rad.
And we're going to learn something.
Yeah.
And get hammered while doing it.
So Ian texted me earlier today saying, hey, let's start a new podcast where you teach me history and I listen. And I said, that sounds awesome because I love history and I like it, especially when you drink and you listen to me.
You know, I love history too, but my school was so terrible that I didn't want to hear a goddamn thing anybody said. But it's very interesting. So I think I lost out on a lot of schooling.
Yeah.
I'm not much of a scholar, you would say.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean,
I think I'm intelligent, but I don't know things I'm supposed to know.
You just don't know dates, baby. Honestly, you don't know dates. Everything else you get by swimmingly.
That's true.
That's a tragedy that you had shitty learning situation. I was really lucky growing up to have great teachers, and especially my history teacher, Mr. Ward and Mr. Bowman. Those two really lit a fire in my heart about wanting to learn about where the human existence has come from.
Well, shouldn't we all know that and want to know, really?
Exactly.
Because it's interesting that a lot of us don't know basic history, just basics.
And the problem with that is, though, too, is that history throughout all the years, depending on where you grew up and who wrote it, has been skewed to what country is where, and it's not actual documentation. Now, you have to look back into, like, if you're going to do history right, and actually talk to the scholars who have been to the places, who have tried to research and discover stuff, you know?
Right.
Instead of, like, growing up, we here in America have had a very whitewashed, horrible history experience where it's only written by the victors, and that sucks because history's got two sides to it.
Also, and then here's where my brain goes, and that's fine. For my brain always goes to, well, we're just learning what this person is saying. Like there's really no way to know exactly how history went down, but I do think it's important to know how it's written anyways.
Yeah.
I think that's good because you always know, like, you know, when someone tells you a story of something you did and you go, no,
that's not what happened.
That didn't, and they go, yeah, it did. Okay, no, it didn't.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I think sometimes with these history lessons, but for this sake, I'm still going to question, which I think will be fun.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, no, I agree with it. And if any other way, anyways, this is a great love story, a great story of betrayal. This is the story of Cleopatra is short and tragic, but also great.
I like it.
Yeah. So let's dive in.
Yeah, gimme.
All right. 69 BC. Cleopatra is born in Alexandria, Egypt. And her family they're Macedonian. They weren't even Egyptians. She came to Egypt, and she was like the last ruler. She was the last ruler of Egypt and one of the most famous rulers of Egypt. And she only ruled for a span of like 25 years. Not even that. She only lived for a small amount of time. She lived to be like 35.
When you say she only ruled for a span of how long? 25 years?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, no, she didn't rule for that long.
I was going to say only?
She only lived for a span of like 25 to 30 years.
Well, yeah, something
like that. I'm already backtracking.
Because that was BC.
She started, okay, here, hold on. Let's go to this. So, in 69 BC, Cleopatra the Seventh, Cleopatra was her full name, which meant the father-loving goddess. In 51 BC, her father passed at the age of 18, and that's when Cleopatra became the ruler, alongside her brother Ptolemy. Ptolemy.
I mean, look, there were no gyms back then.
The 13th.
It was Cleopatra and her husband Bill. No.
Her brother Ptolemy the 13th, who she may or may not have married, but nobody really knows. because that was really common then to keep it in the bloodline and in the bloodline. And he was the first male heir, but she was the oldest. So they ruled Egypt side by side, and Cleopatra, she was 8 years his senior, and she becomes a dominant ruler because she's a dominant persona. He seems to be a real meek and mild kind of guy, but he didn't like that. So in 50 BC, with help of some of his followers, Ptolemy the 13th drives her out of Egypt and into Syria.
Ptolemy the 13th. How old was he?
She was 18. He was 10.
Oh my God.
10. Yeah, 10.
Oh my God.
Gross.
Does he?
But that's where you think about it. He
dick
only,
even work at 10?
Exactly. He only gets that that hood of being a king because he's a boy. And if Cleopatra basically is like the sovereign ruler
this
because she's older than
ruler,
him.
man.
Yeah. Well, she's 18-year-old and apparently a piece of ass.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, she's supposed to be one of the world's greatest beauties known to man.
I heard that's a myth though. She wasn't as beautiful as we thought.
I don't know, but she's
who are we comparing that to? And who are they comparing it to?
Wait till you hear about the game she has, though. She's got some gnarly game.
Yeah, gimme.
All right. So in 48 BC, after raising an army of her own and appealing to Julius Caesar for assistance, she and Julius Caesar campaigned to Egypt to overthrow her brother. And in 47 BC, Ptolemy the 13th drowns in the Nile while fleeing Julius Caesar's Roman troops. And Cleopatra, now married to her other brother, Ptolemy the 14th, regains the throne as the co-ruler.
The 14th.
And he was 2 years younger than the 13th.
So he was 8?
Yeah, but this is a couple years down the road. So now he's like brother? 13 or 14.
And it's the brother.
Yeah.
But you got to think, too.
Not even that.
You go, ew, the brother, right?
Yeah, ew, brother.
It is gross.
Yeah.
But it's not like they had anywhere to pick from,
Well, they did.
And plus, I'm sure they believed to keep it in the bloodline because they felt they were royalty.
Yeah, and that's been the problem with royal families for eons. Yeah, they keep it in the bloodline, and that's why there's so much insanity and deformity that has run throughout history's rulers and their dynasties for ages. Yeah. So. All right. So shortly after she marries her brother, the 14th, she gives birth to a son, Ptolemy the 15th Caesar, or Caesarion, meaning Little Caesar. And whether or not Julius Caesar is actually the father of Caesarion, nobody really knows. But if you like to pay attention to Hollywood, then yes. Okay. Hollywood always plays it out that they were super lovers. Mm-hmm. In 44 BC, Cleopatra and other brother husband, the 14th, and her son, Little Caesar,
is Little Caesar only charging $5?
Yep, pizza. Pay a visit to Rome to visit Julius Caesar, and during that time he's murdered. The et tu, Brute, there in the House of the Senate, he's brutally murdered. And so after that, they flee back to Alexandria, and Ptolemy the 14th dies, leaving Cleopatra and her son as the sovereign rulers of Egypt.
Okay.
Bitch has got game, man.
She got game with her own family. How did she come to power though? Like, what was the step?
The step was both of her husbands her brother husbands were murdered.
Her brother husbands.
Both of her brother husbands were murdered, and the person that she asked to help her take power was murdered around the same time. Damn. And she supposedly, if you pay attention to what Hollywood says, had Caesar's son. Not Ptolemy's son, not the other brother's son, but he took the other brother's, he was the heir of the other brother, but the power of Caesar.
Now, Cleopatra was not Egyptian.
No, she was Macedonian.
She was Macedonian.
Yeah.
Macedonian is what?
Macedonia is the state in between Greece and Rome.
Okay.
During that time.
Okay.
Just above and slightly between.
Why did we all think she was Egyptian? Was that Hollywood again?
No, the during that time, before she was born, her family campaigned on a whole nother war with the Egyptians alongside the Romans to take control over Egypt, and they were kind of like puppet rulers for Rome. Mm. So, and when her father dies, she becomes sovereign queen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If you guys hear that, that's my dog whining because
Yes.
she's about to have a tantrum and go to sleep.
Sparrow wants to be in a Cleopatra
I want to
outfit.
look up what they think Cleopatra looks like.
Okay.
Cleopatra portrait, I guess. Let's try that. So let's see what we got. A bunch of movies and stupid shit comes up. Oh, now if that's what she looks like, yeah, it goes like this. Like, so here's what comes up too on.
Is it the Elizabeth Taylor?
Cleopatra was insanely inbred, so it it has a picture of this chick. Look at with the yeah, she's hideous.
Yeah, she looks like the Wicked Witch of the West.
But hold on, and then there's another one. Hold on, let me. Where'd that? Oh, I typed that in the wrong thing. Let me try it one more time. Let's see, Cleopatra,
Thanks.
Cleopatra portrait. Sorry,
Nobody else can see what you're.
Sparrow's killing me. I know no one. I know no one can see it. But that's. I'm going to describe it though. Okay. Yeah, like in fact, like she looks hideous. She's in these. Okay, now these aren't. These chicks are hot, but then they have a bunch of ugly ones. Like there's no way she was hot.
I know History Channel did like a 3D mapping of her mummy because she was a real person.
And she was
excavated, and they did a 3D.
And she was 18.
Yeah, they did a 3D mapping of her bone structure, and then they put like together what the face may have looked like.
That's a good piece of art there.
Oh yeah, it's an awesome piece of art.
It's a good piece of art, but I bet she was beautiful for back then. You know what I mean? I bet she was.
I mean, you look at some of the stuff from
but then they think like
medieval
she looks like
times.
she looks like this chick because
that's not so bad. He put makeup on her
because she's inbred. Her body looks nice. She got nice cans. Now there's no way. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, the Egyptians did wear
there's
makeup.
no way she had a good butt. You know what I mean? Like, she was definitely no glute muscles.
Probably.
Yeah, she's flat, flabby. Butt.
I mean, they say King Tut, he was so inbred that he had like a club foot and like he was walking
and what
on
did they
the cane.
smell
and
like, too? Like, they must have reeked, man.
No, actually, the
and
Egyptians,
her bush must have been
the
crazy.
Egyptians were known for bathing and scented oils and being very hygienic.
See, these are the exact things that dudes are thinking about in class. And I wish I could be like, excuse me.
Nobody had deodorant
excuse
then.
me, Mrs. Ross. There's no way she had a good butt, right? She couldn't have been that hot.
Well.
And then, yes,
if you
Ian,
look at the hieroglyphics, she looks great.
Yes, Ian, thank you for that. May I continue?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let's continue. So this is 42 to 41 BC, and this is where it really starts to kind of get juicy. Caesar's great nephew and personal heir, Octavian Augustus, is a sickly asshole kid. And so Mark Antony, the controller of Rome and its Rome's
Mark Antony, the dancer for
not
J-Lo?
Mark Antony was J-Lo's husband, and he was a very successful Latin singer.
Oh, he was a singer?
Yeah.
See, I got all of it
You
wrong.
got all of that wrong. And it's not Mark Antony, it's Mark Antony.
Okay, again, sorry.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just
So
being a
Mark Antony, controller of Rome's eastern territories, claims Caesar's authority, and then he requests a visit from Cleopatra so that he can question her about her role in the aftermath of Caesar's assassination. And this is where the sneaky bitch gets all awesome. She shows up in Souris, which is Asia Minor, covered in jewels, and bestows him with mountains of gifts. And Antony is so captivated by her that he returns with her to Alexandria and recognizes her as an independent monarch, and then lives with her as her lover. He's like, holy fuck, this lady's rich.
Yeah.
She's sexy. And I don't care
Well,
what she did. I don't care if she's a murderer.
People were not rich back then. So if somebody was well-to-do, you better link onto that.
And
right?
he was just a soldier.
Yeah.
He was a soldier claiming property, like saying, oh, well, I was appointed by Caesar to be the ruler of this place, but you're actually a queen, so hi. You know,
right.
Oh, jewels? I like jewels. Oh, fancy food? Feed me. You know, like.
And this is where the Kama Sutra came from. Am I right?
No, that's India.
Okay.
We'll get into Indian history on the next
All
podcast.
Right. I'm just telling you what goes into my brain.
All right. So 40 BC, Cleopatra gives birth to twins, Alexander Helios and Cleopatra Selene, named after Roman gods, not Egyptian. So Helios means god of the sun, and Selene is the goddess of the moon. And during this time, Mark Antony has left Rome, and he goes to marry Octavian Augustus, Caesar's nephew, his little sister, Altababa, who is also Julius Caesar's great niece, as a part of a settlement deal for control over like parts of Rome. And in 37 BC, he gave up on that settlement with Octavian because the two hate each other. And Alta, his wife, which is she's supposedly not a very good-looking girl. And Antony returns to Cleopatra seeking financial support for a military campaign against the Parthian Empire, which is
what's a celebrity that Cleopatra might look like, that we might think she looks like? She definitely doesn't look like.
I don't know. You'd have to pick from that
Jennifer
region.
Lopez.
You'd have to pick like looks from that region. If somebody was to play Cleopatra now, if somebody's to play Cleopatra now,
who should play Cleopatra?
Gal Gadot.
You think that's what she might have looked like?
I think.
She looked like Wonder Woman?
It's a range between like northern Africa,
An Israeli, huh?
Yeah.
Another Israeli.
Middle Eastern and southern Europe. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that should be a great
I think
pick.
that, you know what, that wasn't a bad question, because what that does now, it puts a face.
Right?
Puts a face to it.
Okay, so now you see why.
Because I have a hideous face on Cleopatra right now. I go, God, she's. I bet she has a mustache. You know, she's got one of those Indian girl mustaches. You know, you ever seen like an Indian girl? Sometimes they have like this little. It's almost kind of cute, a little peach fuzz mustache.
I like how you're trying to save it, like 'cause sometimes it's cute.
Well, no, I'm serious. It kind of is a little bit, because it's soft. I'm not saying it's a hard mustache. It's so when they're going down on you, it tickles your nuts a little bit.
Oh, I love you, baby.
All right, continue on, doctor. Continue on.
All right. So giving up on that settlement, he returns home to Cleopatra and goes, "Baby, please, I'm sorry. I went and married this ugly girl. Can I have some money?" And she goes, "Sure. If you give me the land that you conquest over," because Parthenia it's Iran, and that's also the land that the Romans took from Egypt. She goes, "No, I want the Egyptian territories back. Give me my land. Go fuck yourself. You married another girl. If you want me to give you money."
So she's in a battle of territory now, too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot on your shoulders for an 18-year-old.
Well, she's not 18 anymore.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
what, 20?
She is at, I think, 26 right now.
Okay, 26, okay.
Yeah.
That's so funny. And we think of, I have in my brain a 26-year-old girl running empires, land.
After 2 dead husbands, a dead lover.
I mean, she's lived a life.
And a son.
She's lived a life already.
Two dead husbands,
and
a dead lover,
I'm sure
and
there
a
was
son
murder.
either fathered by the lover or her second brother.
I'm sure there was plenty of murder going on.
Yeah. And okay, so anyways, she goes, "Nah, well, if I'm going to give you money to conquer Iran or I can't pronounce it. Parthian, the Parthian Empire, then I get to have that land if I'm giving you the money for that." And he goes, "Okay, I love you."
Wow. So I'm impressed. She's very impressive.
Exactly.
How many people has she murdered? How many peasants has she murdered?
Well, I don't know. I don't know about that, but right now we're counting 3 major.
Because you don't get to that
We're
power.
counting 3 major monarchs.
Yeah.
Two kings and an emperor.
Because you don't get to that power without showing the people that you'll just murder what's in your way. Yeah. Am I right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, she's fucking boss.
At that time.
She's a boss.
And see, a lot of, especially, all like the off with your head queens and all this, they got to have some major mental karate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To get a whole crew together to kill.
Yeah. People got to be afraid of them.
Like
deathly afraid of them. And that's hard. It's hard to get that kind of power as a woman, especially during those times where women were seen as second-class citizens.
Is Mark Antony still there?
Yeah. Yeah. So Mark Antony, he goes and he tries to run this campaign over the Parthian Empire to try to get back that land. And it's a complete failure. And in 34 BC, since it's a failure,
It's funny. I got you to say Mark Anthony.
Did I say Mark Anthony?
I got you to do it.
Ah, damn it.
I got you to say Mark Anthony. That's hilarious. That's hilarious, Miss Ross.
You.
I got you.
Damn you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Mark Anthony. My
Okay.
bad. All that was a dumb setup. I'm sorry, guys. All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
All right. It was all because I just wanted to play that
You're
video.
like, I'm going to see if I'm good to do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So he returns back to Alexandria after the failure or the campaign being a complete and total failure. And he and Cleopatra preside over a celebration called the Donations of Alexandria. And this is where they announce their intention to rule the whole civilized world, which draws Octavian's concern because he's sitting there playing like fake emperor in Rome. And it starts a propaganda war against the couple. He starts a propaganda war against the two of them. That Antony has given Rome possessions or given Roman possessions to a foreign woman and intends to transfer the capital of Rome to Alexandria.
How do they create this propaganda war?
Well, because
where's the news coming from?
Then
hear ye.
That's exactly it. In ancient Rome, the ancient Roman Empire, it's one of the first documentations of actual town criers, where they would stand in the front of the town like at sunrise and call everybody to the fucking
first CNN.
Yeah, exactly. And they would read off the notes of the day, like this is what happened last night. This is what happened politically. And they had runners, like they had people riding on camels and horses and fucking everything from all corners of the empire to let in on the news that was going on.
To give the news. That's why do not shoot the messenger.
Exactly.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Exactly.
Because no one will get their news.
No one will
it's
know
not their
what's
fault.
going on.
They're just saying it.
Exactly.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah. So in 31 BC, the Roman Senate declares war against Cleopatra. Not just like Egypt. They declare war against her. Like she's an enemy of the state. And there's a naval battle of Actium, which is fought on the western coast of Greece between Octavian's forces and the combined forces of Cleopatra and Antony. So Antony has got parts of Iran, which is at that time the Parthian Empire, and the eastern provinces of the eastern provinces of the Roman Empire, along with Egypt, against the rest of the Roman Empire, which spans from like the top of Italy and the bootleg all the way to friggin' Gaul, which is the Germanic states. So all of Europe.
All right.
And there's this massive naval battle. And it's really shitty for both Cleopatra and Antony because you can't go to war with all those massive naval giants. They end up fleeing, and in August 30th BC, having left Cleopatra for battle, Antony, he hears news that Cleopatra has died, which wasn't true. And he's so distraught about it that he stabbed himself in the heart. He basically falls on his own sword. And he's then carried to Cleopatra's, like her secret retreat in the middle of the desert.
Sounds Hollywood to me.
In the middle of the desert. And she hears about this, and she commits suicide by having an asp, which is a poisonous snake that's deemed holy by the Egyptian gods, bite her, and she dies.
Okay, and she dies, and she falls perfectly.
And she dies of the poison.
Hand on her forehead.
She's like, oh.
I do declare.
Exactly.
Everything goes that way.
So, and both of them they're buried in a tomb together in Egypt, which has been recently excavated. So, yeah.
Wow.
All that shit happened.
It
really happened.
He committed suicide by falling on a sword.
Because he heard that she had died.
I don't believe it.
I mean, who's to say that major war propagandas didn't start back in Rome days where they're like, breaker, this is the news for today. Boys and girls, this is the news.
Yeah.
You know? And
I especially at that time, I almost don't believe that amount of romanticism.
But you know what? There's a lot of different love stories in history that you go, holy shit, like really that happened? But the Taj Mahal is a massive tomb built out of love for a Muslim queen in India.
Yeah.
You know, so like there were serious love stories that sprouted out of
I believe
ancient
none of
history.
them.
Well,
I believe none of them.
because you don't believe in love.
That's not true.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
Well,
You love your dog.
Here, let's break that down. Let's
Okay.
see. So so he falls on a sword to kill himself because he believes she was very Romeo and Juliet.
Exactly. Which is this is actually one of the stories that inspired Shakespeare.
That's exactly what I thought in my head. Now, at that time, I can't imagine, especially they were so young. Now, you know what? I'm going to take all that back because here's what goes on. They were so young, but not really at that time.
Well, she was born, and so
things
now
get fast forward.
She's 29 years old at this time.
Yeah, things get fast forward as far as age. So they're 29.
She is. He's 10 years her senior.
Well, I mean,
so he's 39.
She's 29, and by our standards now, that would be 49 in life experience. That's how. That's how I'm taking it.
Definitely.
So when we keep saying they're young and this old, which is very interesting, we should keep telling the age, but let's not look at them like a little girl from California in 2022.
I can't eat that tofu because it's not gluten free.
Mark Antony.
Anthony.
I heard a girl sound like that just today, actually. Oh my God. Like, there's no way. There's no way there was that girl back then, right? There's no way.
Okay, so now we're picturing the Kardashians being Cleopatra. Like you have Kim Kardashian. Oh my God! I have Mark Antony. I'm gonna take this.
There's no way the porn star voice was in the Cleopatra era. I'm ruling over you. Nah.
It's just like syllables spilling out of their
it's just
throats.
Noise spilling out of their head because they don't know how to.
No. Cleopatra was like, this shit's not happening. And you guys think that you're going to rule over me. You can go fuck yourselves. I'm going to kill myself before I bow down to you. That's the way I see it. My lover and I, go fuck yourself.
Now, I believe in that 100%. Before I bow down, just like Leonidas in 300, where they say he says, kneel before me. And Cleopatra, not Cleopatra, Leonidas says, well, I would kneel, but I've grown this cramp in my leg from slaughtering all your men.
Yep.
So sadly, I cannot kneel.
Man, that's good. That's another good one that we should do on this podcast.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Let's do that next.
That's a great one.
Okay, good. But anyways, yeah, I believe in that today. I'd rather die than kneel. So I respect that 100%. And back then, they didn't have any guns to kill yourself.
Nope.
You had to stop.
Hurt a lot.
It hurt a lot. There was no easy way out. Nope. No.
She did kind of pick a sissy way out. She poisoned herself.
Okay. What was the poison back then? Can we?
No. She allowed herself to be bitten by a poisonous snake.
That's right. I'm sorry. I didn't. Okay. You're right.
Yeah.
So she took that poison, which is even more romantic.
Okay. Let's go through.
What was the snake?
It was called an asp.
An asp? So that's a snake that doesn't exist anymore?
No, I'm pretty sure it still exists.
Is that a biblical snake?
I'm pretty sure it still exists in Egypt.
An asp snake.
Yeah, let's see. But I really want to go through this whole thing now and be like, what did Ian retain from this lesson?
Uh-oh. See, this is where it gets dicey, right? This is where it's
also, boys and girls, this is one of the reasons why we're doing this, because Ian wants to actually learn shit.
I do. You know what? I like that. I wish you would have warned me that there's going to be a test at the end.
There's going to be a multiple choice test.
Or I would have cheated.
What year was Cleopatra born? Hold on.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, multiple choice
questions.
Sorry,
go ahead.
What year?
We're doing multiple choice. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I didn't work this out before everything, but now I'm going to do it.
Okay, cool.
What year was Cleopatra
But I don't
born?
think I need multiple choice on this one, actually.
Okay. What do you think? Off the top of your head.
I believe it was 69 BC.
Woo! Good job.
Thank you.
Bravissimo, my love.
Thank you.
Nice.
Years are very important.
Good job, baby.
And very interesting to me.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
And a follow up to that one.
Can I still get multiple choice?
No, this one you cannot.
Oh, okay.
Follow up to that one. What does her full name mean?
Oh, shoot. I don't even know if I can even remember how you pronounce the full name.
Well, no, you can't pronounce the full name. Well, I can, but
can you tell me the
I'll tell you the
name?
full name. Her name is Cleopatra VII Thea Philopator.
Cleopatra the Seventh,
Philopator.
Philopator. Okay. Philopator, huh? I mean, it's not very, like, Cleopatra is such a sexy name, but Philopator, it sounds like a paint.
Philopator.
It sounds like something over at Oshkosh.
Do you know what? Do you have any grasp of?
Okay, so
Latin
you're asking me
language?
what it? No, and did you tell me?
Yes, I
did.
did.
You say? Oh my God, I'm sorry, I didn't even catch it. Was I trying to line up a joke?
Probably.
Okay. No, I
Which
don't
I'm
even know.
surprised that you didn't jump on this joke immediately. That you could have
Okay,
here.
now that you said that,
Yeah.
hold on a sec. Okay, now that you said that, because there was a few of them that I just said, Ian, stop being such a 10-year-old, you know. No, go ahead. What is it?
It means the father-loving goddess.
I didn't even hear that. I didn't even hear it. Wow.
Yep.
I must have been. See, okay, now before I answer all these,
Okay.
Sparrow really is a problem. My dog Sparrow has been whining through this whole podcast.
Because she wants to be Cleopatra for Halloween.
And it's sending me. See how easily distracted I am?
Oh, yeah.
And it's sending me because I'm worrying about the audio.
No wonder you didn't do good in history class.
Well,
Along with your shitty teachers.
my teachers were shit, and it's true. My brain takes
can't-
off, but
you can't be
my
easily
brain is
distracted.
totally here. But I'm wondering, I didn't even hear that. That's funny. The father-loving what?
The father-loving goddess.
Father-loving goddess. Boy, that's a rough one.
Okay.
Okay.
So
See, right there, you guys hear that? That's a problem.
I don't know if they're gonna hear that because you said
They can
something
hear- I can hear- I
your
can hear it.
you said something in your rants about Baron barking, and I didn't hear that.
Oh, you didn't hear it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was Ian's post earlier today, boys and girls. So okay, next one. Next question.
This is ridiculous, bro.
How old, or how much older was Cleopatra than her first brother husband?
Oh, the first one.
The first one.
Oh, that was 2 years.
Nope.
Oh, 10?
Nope.
Oh.
8.
Oh, 8. No, the first.
He was 10. She was 18. Ptolemy the 13th. Or maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. It's Ptolemy.
Should we look that up? Because I want to get.
Yeah, Ptolemy.
Ptolemy?
Ptolemy. It's hard to say. All these Greek names and Macedonian names are hard to say.
You know what? Like anybody listening, if you know, go ahead and correct us if we need some correction.
Please feel free to fact check.
Yeah, please.
Because half of this stuff I pulled up off the internet
Because
for the
instead of
dates.
slowing it down and trying to get the correct pronunciation,
Which makes this a much more interactive podcast. I like it.
yeah. So Ptolemy. Now, what's the question?
And it was how many years older was Cleopatra than her first brother husband?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was 8 years.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. What country did Cleopatra flee to when her first brother husband ran her out of Egypt?
Mesopotamia.
Nope. Syria.
Syria.
Which actually is
Filthy
the
Russians.
lower half of Mesopotamia now,
Oh, okay.
which is a country that's been around for that long.
Okay.
Long time for a country to be around. Just saying.
I mean, serious. But
For Syria to last this long,
Are
holy
we,
fuckballs. We should have some respect for them.
what's interesting too about countries is we just give them these names. Like back then, they didn't have these names. It was just land.
Well,
Like they didn't call it.
yeah, they did.
I don't think so.
Rome called itself Rome.
I almost kind of don't think so. See,
Egypt called itself Egypt.
I don't think they did because
they
I
did.
think we're making that up.
No.
Okay. All right.
No.
See, again, that's one of those things where-
It is written in documented history that's lasted
Even
over
in their
a
language, they
Yeah.
called it Egypt?
Yes. It's lasted over millennia. It may have been pronounced something different.
Do you
than how
understand
we
what I'm
pronounce it.
saying though? Like,
Yeah, but it
I
may.
feel like when we say Israel, we're just saying it's Israel
Well,
because these people just walked
like,
on this land.
when we say Spain, they say España.
Well,
So they pronounce it differently.
right,
Yes.
but who was the first person to give all these names? And
the people
lot
who
of-
conquered it.
I know, and a lot of times
I mean, Rome was supposedly created by two twin brothers that were raised by a wolf named Romulus and Remus.
Raised by a wolf.
Yeah, named Romulus and
I love
Remus.
it. See, that's why history is awesome.
Born between the Tigris and the Euphrates, which is supposed to be there at the birth of civilization, right?
Yeah.
And they went over to Rome and they conquered and they created the papal states, not the papal states, they created the states of Rome.
Okay.
Which then turned into the papal states of Rome once Constantine conquered. And this is there's a whole nother thing for me to go into.
Do you get my thoughts though on that? Where it's like, because back then there wasn't borders until somebody was like, you can't come over here.
Yeah.
Over here. It wasn't a border.
But then there would have been...
they were just like, you can't come into my shit.
There would have been no wars, really, if there wasn't borders for them to cross.
It's like if I'm going to call this front door of our place here, I'm going to call it a name.
Yeah, it's called Ian Land.
It's called Ian Land. Okay, so it's Ian's Castle. Okay. So
you keep on telling everybody where we live.
I know.
By the way,
I don't know why I keep doing that, but whatever. It doesn't matter. But the point is, okay, Ian Land, right? That doorway is Ian Land. Now
Sure.
I want everybody to start calling it Ian Land from now on.
I like it.
Okay,
Call it Ian Land.
It's Ian Land.
Ian Land inside Jenna's castle.
But the point is that I'm just saying it. I'm just saying that right there is it.
Yeah, but we also decided that Americans wanted to conquer the moon by sticking our flag up there and going, we claim this in the name of the United States of America.
Yeah,
and
I like
there's still a fucking flag up on the moon.
Yeah, because we were the first ones though.
Yeah, so now it's so what? Now the moon's a part of the United States.
Hell yeah, it is. America, fuck yeah, gonna rule the motherfucking moon. The moon.
Okay.
All right.
Next question of your test.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me see.
Sparrow quiet. Oh my God.
She wants to chime in.
For you guys listening, my dog whines before she falls asleep, and she knows the mics are on. She's so good at that.
She's like, oh, they're in front of computers with microphones out. Yay, time to be the Sparrow show.
She's a studio dog. She knows how to get attention.
All right. So who did Cleopatra ask for assistance in order to overthrow her first brother husband?
For her first brother husband.
She's got two brother husbands.
I like how you say that. Mark Antony.
Nope.
Yeah, all right.
Julius Caesar.
That's
Caesar, who then is rumored to father her child and becomes the godfather of Ptolemy the 15th.
Okay.
Caesar Caesarian.
Caesarian.
Which means Little Caesar. Pizza.
Which means Little Caesars and getting a baby out early.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. All right. So let's move on to your next. I like doing these questions. This is
I wish
great.
I knew the questions were coming, though. I was so worried about the audio quality.
I wish I would have known that I was going to do this, but I think this is a great idea on the fly, Jenna.
No, I
Yay,
like
me.
it. No, very good.
High
I like
five.
the test at the end.
I just high-fived myself.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Where does Ptolemy the 13th, her first brother husband, die?
Oh, where did he die?
Mm-hmm. This is very.
You talking about in the as far as the land or in the house?
The precise place, because I told you.
Oh, in the tomb.
Nope.
Okay, where?
No, people are buried in tombs. They don't die in them.
Well, I'm just saying, like, did he fall and be like, oh, I do declare?
He drowned in the Nile.
Hey, that's right. I knew that.
You knew that.
I did know that. Actually,
you knew that.
See, it's one of those things, just like
See?
Jeopardy, man. When you go when they say it, you're like, I knew it.
I don't think that you were bad, I don't think that you were bad in your history lessons. You just didn't have anybody there to help you study. I was great at studying.
Well,
only history because I actually liked reading.
Obviously, you can see how I'm retaining the information.
I was horrible in economics. Yeah, but if you would have had me, I would have helped you.
Yeah.
Yeah. We would have been a good team.
Okay, so ask me that question again. Watch this.
Where did Ptolemy the 13th actually die?
Where did he actually die? He drowned in the Nile.
There you go. See, you remember it.
No.
Look.
To be honest, when I asked you to ask me again, I forgot it. I forgot it already. And then it just came back to me. You know what I mean?
Okay. So
that's a problem, guys. I got an issue. I think there's a memory issue.
What was the surname of her next brother that she married?
This
is a trick question.
Oh, Papa John's.
Yeah, not Little Caesar. This one's
I'm
one.
sorry,
This one's one you really got to think about.
All right, ask me again. Go ahead.
Okay, so first brother husband was Ptolemy the 13th.
Okay.
Her son was Ptolemy the 15th.
Okay.
What is the name of her second brother husband?
Oh, he was the 14th.
There you go. Yeah, math. Yay.
I don't know if that was math. I just knew she climbed the ladder. She goes, look, keep popping them out, and I'll keep marrying them. You know what I'm saying? Pop.
All right. So who was Ptolemy the 15th rumored to be the
Who's
son
the mother?
of?
Who's the mom popping all these out? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's her name?
There was Ptolemy the 12th, which was the dad.
The dad.
And
Who's the mom?
There was nobody knows.
There's
Nobody
just
cares.
this random woman that's popping out
I
these
know
kids.
all these monarchs
They're just
being okay.
they're just smashing chicks.
Which we don't even know. There's no state. There's nothing that states if she ever even died. Maybe she's alive during all this.
I bet she is.
I bet she's just being the good grandma.
No, what I picture is like the the dog that just has all the puppies, you know. The mom dog that just sits there and gets humped and then pops out puppies.
Pretty much that's what women were made for and seen as up until
I picture her just,
up until the 19th century.
She's just lying in bed just waiting to get impregnated again.
Literally up until like the suffragette movement of the late 19th, early 20th century. That's all women were seen as, was to make babies and shut up.
Yeah, now it's not to make babies, it's just to get. Forget it.
I'm watching you go, I'm going to say just to get your face spunked on. You didn't say it.
I didn't say it. Look,
He waited for me to say it so it wouldn't be seen as such a.
It's about learning here. It's about learning.
Look at you, baby. You're growing.
Yeah.
You're not dragging your knuckles anymore.
Yeah, it's like me in the class. It's like and the mother had. I'd be like, yeah, what's up with the mother? I go, she was a skank. You knew it.
And that's when you go, Ian, get out of my class.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Although it's not a bad question, what happened to the mother? You know?
Nobody knows. She was probably just being a happy grandma, going, my daughter's pretty powerful. And also, my sons were jerks.
Plus,
they're all gangly looking motherfuckers.
Plus, a lot of sons. That was a big deal back then.
Well,
a lot of sons.
Apparently, it didn't matter if you were the firstborn and actually deserved the right to be the ruler. If you didn't have a dick, then you couldn't actually be the 14th.
The 14th. It's a lot. It's a lot with the same name.
But the dad was the 12th, so it's
like we make fun of George Foreman. You know,
actually,
what I mean?
I don't know if the dad was the 12th. Hold on, I'm researching back into my stuff.
That's many years going back. Many years of lineage for that family.
You know what? Her dad was not the 12th. Her dad was the 9th.
Okay.
So there you go.
So okay.
So I was wrong. There's a whole bunch of Ptolemies. She had a bunch of boys.
Just cranking them out.
Cranking out
and
boys.
Cleopatra's like, let's go.
Okay, so what happened to the other sons?
See, well, I mean, I don't even know if there's enough time. You know what I mean? I think that's what they're doing there. They're
insignificant members of society that go, yeah, they were royalty.
Because we do have to kind of gloss over stuff. If not, I'll talk an hour on what happened to the middle kids.
Yeah, right.
What happened to the middle guys? How she's banging everybody, the dad, father, brothers.
Okay, so here's the big one. What happens when Cleopatra, Ptolemy the 14th, and then Ptolemy the 15th, Little Caesar, visit Rome?
What happened when they visit?
A major event that happens. Major event that happens in Roman society.
Yeah, they had a territory war.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Julius Caesar is murdered on the steps of the Senate.
That's when Julius Caesar got murdered.
By multiple senators. They murder him. They murder their emperor.
Why did they do that?
Because he wanted to claim a new war that none of them were down for. And he was also a dick face, and they were also all siding up with Brutus.
Imagine if we started
with Brutus et Brute, one of the other head senators, also.
Yeah, homeboy from Popeye.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, got it. I got it in my head.
Brutus.
Yeah.
Like there's. All right, let's put it in our heads of who are the biggest backstabbers in history that you know of. Like the historical names. Judas.
Yeah.
Good. Brutus.
Okay. Everybody.
Give me
has a
another
S.
one. Give me another one.
Curtis.
No more S's.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God damn it. He was, I can't remember his name right now either. I was hoping that you did. He was a spy for Benedict.
Benedict Arnold.
There you go.
Yep.
Yep. Benedict Arnold.
Yep. Backstabbing sons of bitches.
And if any of you guys
The
are
stool
listening,
pigeons are all stupid.
If any of you guys are listening in the comments, if you can think of any other historical backstabbers.
Well, yeah, you got to go historical.
Like
Don't just start naming your buddies.
You can't just start naming your friend that fucked your wife.
Because I start getting a bunch of them in my head. I'm like, that motherfucker's a rat. Yeah.
So there you go. So that was a good one.
Okay.
That's a
good.
great one, which I really want to go into. That Caesar's going to be. Do this one too.
Yeah, I like. We have to gloss over though. We have to just get to the meat and potatoes of it all.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
I got the story pretty quick, but I like the testing. The testing is the actual comment, the conversation. I'll
know for next time, but I got to be honest. I'm sorry I didn't retain more of that information.
No. I'm not going to let you know until we sit down who we're going over.
No, I mean, as far as the test, I like the test.
Okay.
I like it.
He's going to be sitting there, boys and girls. He's going to be sitting there taking notes, going, can you repeat that? Putting in his hand, going, teacher.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'll be asking my neighbor. Hey, give me the notes. Yeah, man.
All right. Okay, next question.
Oh, okay, we're going to keep it going?
Yeah.
All right, we're 45 minutes in.
All right. Who did Mark Anthony marry?
J-Lo.
Not Mark Anthony, Mark Antony.
Okay.
It's trying. You're trying. Mark Antony marry while Cleopatra was giving birth to his twins.
Oh, while giving birth to so he married some other broad. Why he's giving birth to...
While she's giving birth to his twins.
I said he. While she's giving birth to his twins. Mm-hmm. While Cleopatra's giving birth. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know that one.
All right. So, Alta Baba.
Alta Baba.
I
don't even remember that name.
Which is Octavian Augustus Caesar's sister, great niece of Julius Caesar, who was used as a pawn in order to marry Mark Antony into actually taking control over certain Roman states. Yeah. That was a good one.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Follow up on that one. Who were the two Roman gods that Cleopatra's twins were named after? Or if you don't remember the gods' names, no Google.
I'm not Googling.
Yeah, you're texting. Get your phone down.
I'm not texting. How does any kids
or
fail anything?
What did the gods represent?
Oh my God!
Come on, focus, baby, focus.
I'm focused.
Focus.
Okay, so it was oh my God, I know this one. It's one of these I know. I'm out of time. Go ahead.
No. Come on, think on this one.
I know it. It's I don't know. Go ahead.
Alexander, Helios, and Cleopatra, Selene.
That's right. Helios
being the
Selene,
god of the sun, and Selene being the goddess of the moon.
Yeah. Selene and Helios.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Last but not least, because I'm going to skip over a bunch of this stuff.
Yeah, go ahead.
You did not retain any of this.
I did not.
What is the name of the snake that bit her? Not the name, not his name, but the type of snake that Cleopatra used. Close.
Something like that. Yeah, what was it called?
An asp.
Asp. That's right. An asp. I was close on that one.
Very close.
Yeah, an asp.
All right.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I retained fucking fuck all is what I retained.
And I enjoyed being your teacher for the evening.
Yeah, but I do like the test because that helps me learn it. But oh my God, Sparrow is killing me.
Well, you have to be able to perform under pressure. That's the whole thing about a test.
My dog will not leave me alone through this whole podcast. It's crazy. Crazy. Like you hear it. Let's listen. Yeah, if you hear that.
I hear more of whatever TV's going on.
It's crazy. So we're exactly 50 minutes in. Mm-hmm. That's 50 minutes of her doing that.
Yeah.
That's 50 minutes. You know how crazy that is?
That's not even a record.
That's insane. All right, guys, we're out. Episode number 1, Cleopatra of Jenna teaches Ian history.
I hope you enjoyed this story. Cleopatra is one of my favorites.
Let's do a little shot and get out.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, and cheers, you guys. Cheers, you guys. What's great is we can actually, I think by episode maybe 4, I can hook up a phone. Not like it matters because it's not live, but anyways, be fun to.
Cheers, everybody.
Be fun to be like, Ian, you're a fucking idiot. Cheers.